The worst part about being a journalist and having to read through the news every day is that on a regular basis you will hit a news story that triggers you, that upsets you, that forces you to bring your emotion into your job, which is a serious no no for journalists. For me, that tends to happen when we talk about sexual assault or rape or crime against women and children that are it's of a sexual nature. Today is one of those days. I want to be cool and composed and unemotional, but it becomes very difficult for me when it's one more incident of rape. And there are, let me tell you, incidents of rape in the newspaper or in the news every day in our country, each more gruesome than the other. And yet somehow every time we speak, people ask us, why are you urban women still asking about equality and about feminism? Don't you have everything? You have jobs, you get to go to college, you get to dress the way you want, you get to go out, you get to do whatever you want. So what is this equality conversation that we're still having? This is the equality conversation. A 24-year-old law student in Kolkata was allegedly gang raped inside her campus, the South Calcutta Law campus, 2 nights ago. 3 people have been arrested. 2 of them were her seniors from college. One was a former student who is now working as temporary, like non-teaching staff on the same college. Apparently, they locked the main gate of the college, told the campus guard to go away. Then they locked her in that guard's room and assaulted her. According to the complaint, and there are many very disturbing things about this particular incident and this crime that I'm not going to go through, because this information is available on the internet if you want it, and I don't want to relive this young woman's pain. But according to her complaint, she says the main accused was pressuring her to marry him, and when she refused, he allegedly threatened to harm her and her family and the man she was currently seeing. And the night of the assault, he and 2 others trapped her and took turns to abuse her. Even during a panic attack, they didn't give her the inhaler that she needed. The 3 are now in police custody. Apparently, their phones have been seized. A medical examination has been conducted. The National Commission of Women has sent a notice asking for, assistance for the survivor. We understand from reports that apparently the main accused was a member of the Trinamool Congress, and he was a student body leader of the Trinamool Congress, which runs the state. The TMC has now said that they have nothing to do with him, and they have called for strictest punishment to him. But this incident happened inside of a campus. This was not a dark alley where people can ask, what was she doing so late at night? She was at a 7:30 meeting of the political body, the Trinamool Congress, on her campus. So it was not about where she was, what was she wearing, why was she out at night, who was she with, none of those questions. She was on a college campus, which, the last I checked, is a place where people can study and empower themselves and better themselves, ask questions, learn, be respected. My understanding of a campus was, as long as you were on campus, you were safe. अच्छा, तुम कॉलेज पहुंच गई ना, अच्छा ठीक है, नहीं तुम कॉलेज में रुको, मैं आके पिक कर लूँगा. Apparently on campus is not safe either. Just yesterday there was a story from Faridabad of a 26-year-old newly married woman who was raped, murdered and buried by her father-in-law. And then her husband went and filed a missing complaint. And when her parents did not believe that she would just simply run away, and they insisted the police investigate, this entire crime has come up. So no place where women are supposed to be safe are they actually safe. And there will be people who will argue that, what are the police supposed to do? And how can police be everywhere? And how can this possibly be a thing that is the responsibility of the establishment? I will tell you. How did this 2-bit political TMC former student body head have enough power as a non-teaching temp staff to send the watchman away and to create, basically to remove all campus level safety, where this young woman in her complaint has said that she was screaming repeatedly for help and no one came on a college campus. Who gave this person so much power? How does politics give anybody so much power? What was happening on this campus? What kind of campus these days doesn't have CCTV and security and other people around, does not maintain a certain level of safety? College authorities, the politicians involved, and the state administration and establishment have questions to answer here. And I'll tell you why. I started off telling you about equal opportunity, right? So every time someone asks me, what does feminism mean? I'll say it is equal rights, equal opportunity, equal pay for all genders. So we might think we live in a world right now where girls are allowed to go to school, women go to college, we have jobs, we make money. In fact, a lot of times people will complain, men will complain that the laws are tilted in our favor, that they're all one-sided, and women are constantly using the laws to trap men. Let's talk about this equality of this law student in this urban metropolis. When a young girl is raped on campus, parents will think twice before sending their daughters to college. Parents will think twice before allowing their daughters to sit late in a library and study extra, or to take a late night shift, or to take a job that involves late night shift, or to take a job that involves train travel, bus travel, bike travel, auto travel, car travel. Women have been raped and murdered in all these forms of transport. On campuses, in hospitals, on roads, in alleys, in their own homes, in their in-laws' homes. There is no equality when one half of society has to worry about being murdered every time they move and they breathe. This is the world we are living in. And for as long as establishment that runs cities, states, central governments continue to say, oh, everything is equal, oh, our daughters are fantastic, oh, all women are our daughters, we will never achieve anything. Because all women are not your daughters. We are your equals. Because we are not coming to you for protection. We don't want you to protect us because we are your daughters. We deserve safety because we are equal to you. And for as long as nobody sees that equality, and for as long as hundreds of rapes will go unnoticed, and they will only come up onto the headlines when there is a political cross line involved, then women are just pawns. And none of the lip service about equality is actually something anyone takes seriously. We don't have equal rights. We don't have equal opportunity. We sure as hell don't have equal pay. But what are we doing all of this for? None of this is real unless we are serious about equality. I don't have an endpoint to this, what is now started off as a news bit and become a ranting monologue. Because I don't know what the solution is. I don't know if you know what the solution is. Because I am sick and tired of feeling this way every time I come across another one of these stories. You tell me, what is the solution? When do we stop?